Listen, God said he was doing a new thing. He didn't say he was doing some small. He said he was doing a new thing, big and major, that it was about to be gigantic. We've been talking about it all in 2023. So why do we think God just going to do a little in our life right now? Why don't we think he's about to cause an explosion to go in every area? That's because we've never seen him do it before. This is why it's called a new thing. Yes. See, God pushing y'all into some certain areas of your life that you was like, oh my God, it took people 10s, 15s, and 20s of years to be walking with God to get the stuff God is doing in my life right now. And a lot of you all can't understand it, that you thinking that, oh, it's not going to be that big. Oh, he's not going to do it like that. Oh, it's going to be a process. It's going to take him a few years. I thought he was doing a new thing. I thought it was about to be big and major and gigantic. We've been talking about this all in 2023. That God was about to blow our mind. That it was about to be something major. That it was about to be big, big. That he wasn't going to do nothing small. That he was about to take you from the back to the front. And he was about to do it quickly. That he said, listen, your process wasn't going to be their process. That they weren't going to get the glory off of you. That he was going to get the glory off of you. That he was about to blow your mind. That he was about to take your, look, that this was your place of eating. This is your place of abundance. And that he was doing it all at once. Not just in that area, but in every area of your life. So if that was true, what everybody been speaking of and believing for in 2023, why are we expecting God to do 10% in our life and not the full 100%? See, this is how the enemy trick y'all every year. He give you 10% of what God want to give you. And he make you think that you're doing what God wants you to do. Oh, let's start the prayer. Oh, let's start an intercessory team. Oh, let's start a prophetic conference. Oh, let's start a prophetic room. Oh, let's start teaching about the Bible. Let's start doing Bible study. That's just one thing. God said he was about to do it all at once. That it was about to be big and major. That he was about to make you a millionaire this year. Do you not perceive what I'm doing? Do you not see that I'm bringing your spouse? I'm building your business. I'm building your ministry. Not only that, your family, your household is coming in order. Do you not see I'm doing everything all at once? It's about to be big. And what the enemy does, he comes in and gives you 10% of what God wants to give you so that you could think you blessed, so that you could think you walking in the will of God. A lot of you all have gotten set free in the spirit realm, but you're still in bondage in the natural realm. And God's sitting there like, do you not perceive what I just did? Do you not see what I just did? Do you not hear what I've been saying? Do you not remember what I've been speaking all year round? See, God had us saying it was about to be big and major before it became big and major. And that's because he had to get you to believe by faith that it was going to happen. So just think about everything we talked about all the way up until the end of 2023. God is doing a new thing. God is calling you to the forefront. God is about to blow your mind. This is intentional. This is look, you got to be selfish in this hour. This personal. This ain't no group thing. He said it's a time and place for everything. Yeah. We've been saying this all the way up until 2023. And soon January 1st hit. Y'all let the enemy give you 10% of what God want to give you. And you think you running with God. You thinking you doing what God wants you to do. God's sitting here like foolish. You who don't know me. You speak in my name. You pray in my name. You prophesy in my name. But you don't know me. Because if you did, you'd have seen that everything you've been saying every day. Everything that people have been preaching and teaching every day. Everybody around you that's been prophesying every day. All the way up until this day. And you think that's all I want to do in your life? You think that's it? That's all I'm finna give you? Are you serious? The enemy giving you 10% of what God want to do in your life. Well, let me make her think she doing something. Let me make him think he got something. Let me make them think they about to go into something. And then you're going to do it for so long. And then halfway through the year, you're going to realize this is a repeat of last year. You repeating last year. And God trying to give you grace. God said, who have ears, let them hear. God said, I've been trying to see if I can trust you with my sheep. He can't even trust half of y'all with the people he's sending y'all way. The thing is, it's the people he's sending y'all way. Y'all don't even know that they leaders. We look like just people who don't know nothing. We can't pray like y'all. We don't know all the scriptures like y'all, but we anointed. Some got more than them. So God said, I want to see how you gonna handle somebody different than you. Somebody who ain't called to what you called to. Somebody who ain't come from where you come from. Let me see how you gonna handle these people, my real chosen ones. God can't even trust y'all to lead his ministry. This is why y'all settle for just being around the family. This is why y'all settle for just raising up a small few. I guess you rather sit in the back and mess up than be in the limelight and mess up. But when you know that God got you, you can't mess up. All you got to do what he want. All you got to do is do what he wants you to do and say what he wants you to say and go where you want you to go. And a lot of you all can't do that because you stuck in your own way. Like, for instance, God sending me to Florida. I have never thought about coming to Florida. I had never been to Florida. That was me taking a leap of faith. Did you not know that if you didn't take a risk, that you didn't have faith? Did you know faith was risks? Now, let's talk about it. Because you don't know what's going to happen by taking a faith step. You don't know what God finna do. You just doing it to trust God, right? What's a risk? You just doing it to see if it work, right? That's faith. So a lot of you all who think y'all got faith, y'all really don't have faith. Let me tell you how much faith I got. I've been here almost 3 years. Couldn't work a job. I had to sit in the house and watch God take care of me and 3 kids. I had to watch God push my kids through school who was supposed to fail. I had to watch God give them scholarships so they can go to college in New York. I had to watch God keep giving me new cars and houses, and I couldn't even afford the ones that I had. I had to see God. A lot of you all have never saw God. Y'all beg for a job every day just so you won't have to see God or trust God in a certain area. And God's saying, it's that little piece of you that I need to be vulnerable. It's that piece that I need you to give to me. You won't even give me everything. You got to keep your hand in it just to feel like you're doing something productive. I have heard men and women tell me, if I'm not working, I don't feel like I'm being productive. And I used to feel that way. But there had to come a peace over me. I had to get some type of peace that I know God got me. That I know God gonna keep me. That I know that I don't care what the situation look like. They can't put me out or take it. Because when God give it to you, baby, can't nobody do nothing with it until he say so. I had to get to that place. A lot of you all have never gotten to that place with God. A lot of you all have never been intimate with God. A lot of you all, God don't even want to be intimate with. You know what God gave me yesterday? He said, this why I ain't brought a lot of people's spouse. Brought their spouse to them because they ain't even been intimate with me yet. They don't even trust me to have all of them. How am I going to give them a kingdom spouse? For those of you who praying for your spouse and you still ain't got them yet. Because you supposed to got them by now. If you still ain't got them yet, God said you ain't been intimate with him. He said you haven't given him everything. Sometimes you got to go through something to get God's intimacy. Y'all sitting up here trying to find a way so that y'all won't have to never be evicted again and never go through something again. Y'all see, that's where y'all messing up at, and y'all misusing and judging people because y'all feel like they ain't got what you got or can't give you what you getting out of. They always waiting on God and they always believing on God to show up and show out for them. That's me trusting God. I'm being intimate with him. This something y'all got to do with a spouse. Y'all got to wait for this man to do what he's supposed to do without stepping on his toe. Did you know the relationship that you have with God is what you would have with a spouse? Did you know that if you couldn't trust God wholeheartedly to pay your bills, to do what, to heal, to feel, to make you, did you know that if you couldn't do that with God, you ain't going to be able to do that with a spouse? He's just teaching you how to interact with people by interacting with him his way. And a lot of you all don't even trust God, but think he finna trust you with a spouse. He said, I can't do that. You ain't even intimate with me. What I look like letting you be intimate with them? Bummer. Some of y'all need to check y'all relationship with God because you going up in tongues and praying and speaking prophecies, baby, that don't mean you intimate with God. Bomber.